Disneyland is your land.
Come seek an adventure at your pirates, eh?
Made the jump to light speed.
Hi everyone, welcome to Disneyland. I'm going to give you guys a guided tour today. Probably take you on a couple of rides and we'll walk around the entire park. It is a nice, very busy day and the characters are out. Sun's supposed to come out later and the weather is beyond perfect. So this is Town Square of Main Street, USA at Disneyland. Main Street Station. You guys want to go on the car? Nah, we'll take our time and walk down. Horseless carriage. And all the Main Street vehicles out. And here's Dale. Having a good time with a new pal. Disneyland has wandering characters. Something that makes it a little unique. There's Chip. Aww. Over here is the Opera House, where the Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln attraction plays. Famous animatronic. And there's Disneyana. It's a really wonderful place to get some wonderful models and art. Classic Disney souvenirs. It's the Mad Hatter, one of two. See the double-decker omnibus over there. I'm falling down. Here in the main plaza, there's flag raising and lowering ceremonies. And Disneyland band plays on the stairs over there. You see the double-decker omnibus here. City Hall is where guest relations is. And over there at the fire department, right above that, you can see the light in the window that's kept on for Walt Disney. And that is his private apartment that he and Lillian used to stay at when they were staying at the park. And head down Main Street with its gaslight lamps. There's so many shops on Main Street, USA. A lot of them connect inside. Really, in a way, it's 4 large buildings. Main Street Cinema. Crystal Arcade. Here's the Starbucks. And Center Street. Over there in the windows you can actually hear some different scenes happening, music lessons, and scenes coming down from the windows. There's the Carnation Cafe. Beautiful place to have breakfast and other meals as well. Penny Arcade with Esmeralda up front. They haven't returned all of the little movie viewers, the dine movie viewers, but hopefully they will. There's the famous porch. It's the only porch on Main Street, USA, and getting a chance to have a seat on there for a while is a prized thing. Special moment. Over here in this corner is the 2-colored light bulb. Refreshment corner that Walt insisted upon. Well, I'm thinking let's head to Fantasyland. Just straight on up and past. Morning, Walt. Morning, Mickey. Yesterday was the rededication of the castle. So here at the hub, yesterday was the anniversary of the rededication of Sleeping Beauty's castle. I believe Shirley Temple Black came and did that rededication. So here at the hub, it spurs off to several lands. We've got Adventureland and Frontierland. And this area is the Royal Theatre, which just started doing shows again. Has brand new refurbished canvas and look to it. Refreshed, I should say. It's not a totally new retheme or anything. And that's the Fantasy Fair, where you meet all the princesses and princes. And then through the castle is the entrance to Fantasyland. And over there is the entrance to Tomorrowland. And this sort of takes you in between the two towards the Matterhorn Bobsleds.
Otherwise, it looks like you're not in.
So you can either go straight in the castle, or you can go around to the side where there's a nice quiet path over there that almost no one ever seems to take. It always seems to be quiet. And then over on this side is Snow White's Wishing Well, which is something that Walt was part of creating. There's the beautiful castle. Has an actual drawbridge that can function, though it hasn't for a long time. Since 1983. Sleeping Beauty Castle walkthrough over there. And then here's one of the most popular attractions at the park, Peter Pan. There's 4 dark rides here at the courtyard surrounding the carousel. On this side, we've got Peter Pan and Mr. Toad. Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. And on this side, we have Snow White's Enchanted Wish. Used to be Scary Adventures.
Poison apple for Snow White.
Hi-ho, hi-ho, we've come to a table.
Pinocchio's Daring Journey. It's the King Arthur Carousel. Walt insisted that every single horse would be able to go up and down. somewhere around here is a special horse, Jingles, the lead horse, covered in bells. And Jingles is Julie Andrews' special horse. That has a special Disneyland relationship. Of course, Fantasyland used to be slowly configured differently.
Okay.
With the Mad Tea Party and the carousel all crammed in here. And this used to be a big pirate ship. Dumbo was off somewhere else. Ooh, look at the Dumbo line. That's for sure. Yeah, it's a busy day. Lots of families visiting. Lots of families with young kids here. I saw so many babies, families having such a wonderful time. But you do get this, the sea of strollers. There's the beautiful Matterhorn Mountain. Oh, the babies. You get some incredible views of the town square here. It's nice to get above it all and check it all out. Here we can see the Casey Jr. Circus train is loading for a ride around Storybook Land. You can either take the train or there's a boat ride. The train is the faster loader, and they're both pretty slow loaders, so they both look at lines like this at this time of day. Into the cage with you. I always run for the caboose. It's always my favorite spot, right there in the back. Red Rose Tavern here is the main eatery for Fantasyland, especially the courtyard area here. There goes Big Thunder Mountain.
Maybe that's how roller coasters are.
Here we are in a little bit of Frontierland, sort of an in-between, but it actually creates a very nice transition here for us to head into Galaxy's Edge. Let's do that. So there's 3 entrances to Galaxy's Edge at Disneyland. This is the closest one to Fantasyland and to the east side of the park, and they all feature these giant transition tunnels that go underneath the railroad. I think they're pretty effective.
But the funny part is that they would bring the HR ticket.
All sorts of creature tracks. You'll see later robot tracks. Some of these creature tracks are the different footprints that you have to find if you're doing the scavenger hunt. What a pretty tree. And this takes you in over by the park Black Spire Outpost that is most in control by the dark side. Kylo Ren and stormtroopers. Right up here, everyone. Over there is the blue milk stand, or green milk. I like them both. Sokka's kettle stand there. Look how cool this is. Look at all the detail. So in Black Spire Outpost, they collect the this golden lichen that you see, and that's like the valuable thing that they harvest off of the it's a valuable product that they harvest. And so there's Oga's Cantina. Definitely fun for a couple of drinks. Worth a visit at least once. And there's the fastest hunky junk in the galaxy. Let's step over to this quiet enclave where no one ever steps. So actually, not to get behind the scenes on you, but through that door is just a little bit of a utilidor kind of access area from outside, and then Toontown's just on the other side getting its refurbishment done. If you haven't seen the Millennium Falcon, it is incredible. Absolutely incredible. Quite a cool piece. A model of models.
Hi, you guys.
Right there is the entrance to Smuggler's Run Millennium Falcon.
The last one. Oh no, where's that?
Right here is Docking Bay 7. It's a pretty good menu. It's a little heavy on some of the protein stuff. I like the salads they have. Here's Doc Ondor's Den of Antiquities. Apparently this stone is from his homeland. And that is the main Black Spire of Black Spire Outpost. Let's take a peek in here for a second. Really cool. Really cool. Bas relief. Here's Doc Ondor himself. Pretty quiet on the job. You need a yoga stick, walking stick, this is the place. The doors work, that's the sound they make. So right down there, those folks are waiting for lightsabers. Savi's workshop. And this little courtyard is where you wait for Savi's workshop. And right down around the corner there is the droid depot. We're gonna head this way though, to the market. Past Ronto Roasters, where this guy's here spinning the Rontos over a big pod racer engine. And they're good. They're like hot dog sausage wraps. They're pretty solid. So check this out, right? The marketplace here is really well done. And there's so many shops. All sorts of awesome things. Creature stall. Always say hi to the wolf cat. Yeah, he's a sleepy fella. He's so poop. And there's other creatures in here that you can find. And the model speeders for kids. Restrooms here. And a really cool water bottle. Filler. And that's where our Dianoga Tiny lives. I think we just missed Tiny to Dianoga. So you come here and do something on your data pad, you know, out will come Tiny. data pad's part of the Disneyland app. Galaxy's Edge is really good for having like 3 water bottle fillers around, a bunch of restrooms everywhere. Seems like Disney's learning as they build new lands sometimes that having a bunch of restrooms is a good thing. So now we're headed over towards the Resistance Forest, and these are the crowds of folks either not getting on Rise of the Resistance or getting off of Rise of the Resistance. Petrified trees. Yeah, the black spires are actually petrified trees. There used to be these massive trees, which is cool. I love backstory on this stuff. I love that there's themed trash cans in every land, and that they stick to Walt's rule of however many feet it is between trash cans. There's always one. Yeah, so where all these people are streaming out, that's the exit from Rise of the Resistance. And that's the front of the show building, believe it or not. Absolutely beautiful rockwork, sculpture, just stunning sculpture. There's an X-Wing fighter over here and an A-Wing fighter over here. And over there with those big guns, that's the entrance to Rise of the Resistance. There's our X-Wing and our A-Wing. I get the A-Wing for a little fighter, but why would you want that for a long distance ship? Mandalorian, what's up? Why would you? I don't get that. So here's the beginning of the queue for Rise of the Resistance, and once you get into those caves, there's a lot further to go, but once you get into those caves, it's really quite cool.
How brave, but ultimately hopeless. There's nowhere to run.
Came in a little off target.
Really an interesting queue, so you're engaged for a good chunk of the time. The Resistance Forest, the foliage here, like when they first got the land open, I was like, it's not very lush, and, you know, they're definitely going for like a small leaf kind of motif with it, and which works actually really well with California weather. And this spring, everything is just flushed out right around here. Looks beautiful. So we passed by the middle entrance to Galaxy's Edge, and we're now on the far west entrance to Galaxy's Edge, which is going to take us right into Critter Country.
Yeah, exactly.
And you can see here we are at the Rivers of America.
I'm not horrible! I don't trust you to drive.
And the first thing we actually hit here is the Hungry Bear restaurant, which, if you didn't know, has all these extended decks, which make it a great place to come eat, because there's just so many decks. It doesn't open until lunchtime. For Mark Twain.
We drive in so much as soon as we skin our lightning.
Hey everyone, it's Damien the Disney Hacker.
What's up, everybody?
Yeah.
How are you?
And someone else. We'll keep her a secret for now.
Yes.
So right here is the canoes. They may just not have anybody who's wanting to go right now. Or they're getting ready to open. But the Davy Crockett Explorer canoes. Here we head into Critter Country, Splash Mountain. The many adventures of Winnie the Pooh. Critter Country was the first land to let us walk out underneath the berm here, underneath the railroad. We did it before with rides, but we had never done it to where we could just walk out there. Looks like Pooh's going to take a little break. Here's Pooh Corner, which is a wonderful shop, and also has like candy, and I think it's where they make most of the marshmallow. It's in the park. But there's the queue for Splash Mountain. So this is all going to be rethemed Chickapin Hill here. But I have a feeling it's not going to be as different when it's all said and done, and that it'll still be about the critters. They're just going to tie it into the bayou and Louie, which I think is cool. Here's the Briar Patch, pretty old building, been here for a long time. Splash Mountain themed merch, of course. Go in there and count the carrots in the ceiling. There's the Mark Twain on the other side. Tom Sawyer's Pirate's Lair Island. Sailing ship Columbia in dock. The other big boat. Here comes an empty runner. Let's wait for a screamer, shall we? Paddle wheel's not doing so good now, is it? It's a little overcast. We got a 5-minute wait on Splash Mountain. Woo! Good shot, guys. Haunted Mansion Nightmare Before Christmas merch.
I scared my mom though.
Here we have this is the exit to the Haunted Mansion and the mansion itself. The horseless carriage, I just heard it name. The mansion is looking beautiful.
Serpents and spiders, tail of a rat, call in the spirits wherever they're at. Rap on a table, it's time to respond. Send us a message from somewhere beyond. Goblins and ghoulies from last Halloween, awaken the spirits with your tambourine.
The happy haunts have received your sympathetic vibrations and are beginning to materialize. They're assembling for you. Swing and wake. They'll be expecting you. I'll see you all a little later.
Head into New Orleans Square, which is still major construction considering they're down to the wire with a May 28th opening of Fantasmic here. Looks like they fixed everything with the bays. Here's the line, 25 minutes, not bad. While I'm walking, I'll mention one thing I've noticed on this trip is because the nighttime spectaculars are here. Because they are here and everyone wants to be here late at night, the mornings have been particularly quiet. I did something unheard of. I rode every ride at DCA yesterday in about 4.5 hours. So that was amazing. Here's the French Market, great place for grabbing, sitting down, having some beignets, or later on some food, and Straw Hatters will be playing here as well. See, they're working on the towers for Fantasmic. Probably new lighting fixtures, which is going to be cool. World of Color was absolutely beautiful. So I'm walking across what used to be a raised platform. Go up one set of stairs, down another. Had specific areas where you could come in and out. New Orleans Square. Right now the view at Cafe Orleans is not that great. So you might want to wait on a Cafe Orleans reservation until construction's done, until after May 28th. Ooh, we're blocked off.
Yep.
That's the ride we're looking for.
But you can't beat the menu. It's a good menu. Here's the seating area for Cafe Orleans. And right now Blue Bayou and Pirates of the Caribbean are closed as well. We're not 100% sure when they're going to reopen.
They might have something. Do you want to look in here?
I don't know if that means the Club 33 is currently closed or if they've just probably just gone into the courtyard different entrance. As a matter of fact, there he goes. Little street veranda. Get you some chowder and gumbo bread bowls. And the Pirates building with the Dream Suite on top. All those balconies are part of a 21 Royal. Very expensive, but Must be an amazing meal. So if we take a peek down, we can see all the cement has been pulled up. Still have our cannon though. Rafts that take you out to Tom Sawyer's Island. Let's go to Adventureland. And then we're gonna head over to Tomorrowland. Fig tree here. Tarzan's treehouse, as we know, is getting rethemed. But for now, I don't believe it's been confirmed to what. Whoa! Well, how about that? The entire bridge is gone. Come back. Let's see. Let's see what Henry's looking like. And there's the little man of Disneyland.
Thank you.
It's a beautiful tree. So this is Adventureland. We got Indiana Jones right there. We've got the Jungle Cruise right here. And over there is the Tiki Room, the main attractions. We've got the queue extended on the upper level.
Right here.
Some nice shops and Bengal barbecue back there. A beautiful place to eat. It's like satay kind of. Very good. Adventureland Bazaar.
I was literally like...
I don't see any parrots out right now. Must be a little short. This is the gas entrance for Jungle Cruise.
We are now entering an ancient Cambodian shrine many thousands of years ago, created by ancient Cambodian shriners. And we've come across a 500-pound Indo-Chinese tiger. He's able to leap over 50 feet. Back from 25 feet away, he's going to leap right over. Right next to us, two pairs of King Cobra snakes. They always travel in pairs. There's 1, 2, 3. Whoa!
Ginger!
What is that?
Tropical hideaway with boughs and Dole Whip. And some tile work left over from Aladdin's Oasis. This is one of the most used restrooms in the park right here. If you're in Frontierland or Adventureland, this is where they're going to send you. And here we have the Tiki Room. Walt Disney's Enchanted Tiki Room. And the juice bar, where you can get pineapple Dole Whip and Dole Whip floats. And the beautiful lanai.
Anyways, long story short, with
Excuse me. TC, you're gonna have to edit that out. So we head across the hub. Say hi again to Walt and Mickey. It's the Matterhorn Standing majestically. So here is what this entrance is supposed to be looking like. Not there yet. They're getting there. Tomorrowland, the Astro Orbiters, very fun spinner, slow loader. Hit it late at night. This is a Buzz Lightyear Astro Blasters line into Tomorrowland. So these tracks over your head are from the old ride, the People Mover, and the Rocket Rods. So they just sort of function as a ceiling now. So you first come in on your left, you've got Buzz Lightyear's Astro Blasters, and you've got Star Tours.
Why are so many people going to Tatooine today? Oh, I know. It's the Booty Eat Classic.
Ah, it's you again. About that little incident you caused last time you were here. Don't worry. Just keep that our little secret. Security, Sector 5.
Used to be the 360 theater over here on the left. And
Where are you?
inner space, journey into inner space on the right. With the microscope.
It's that every time you get that.
It's one of those days in Disneyland where you have to pay attention to where you're walking. You can't just wander. Here's the Star Trader, very cool shop. Big X-Wing in there you can see. And the still closed Star Wars launch bay, big huge building over there. Interventions, the Carousel Theater, America Sings.
Interactive thing, the line.
And great big beautiful Tomorrowland.
No, he didn't. It was
Pizza Planet. And I think we're gonna go ride Hyperspace Mountain.
All waiting for me to jump into hyperspace on my mark.
Checking back in, that was a super fun ride. Hyperspace Mountain is looking good. We're going to continue on with our tour. So we might hear some announcements here soon. But Tomorrowland is a problem in a way for Disney because there's so much here that's going to be so costly for them to renovate, refurbish, and repair. So we'll see what happens. Over here is the Autopia. It's been the location of the Tomorrowland Autopia for quite a while. There used to be a Tomorrowland Autopia, Fantasyland Autopia. There's been several. But it used to be those two. They combined those two to create this current track. And there's the monorail with a pretty new wrap. Finding Nemo Submarine Voyage is still closed. There has been, again, additional movement on construction. We're seeing stuff change. We'll poke up over and take a look, see. Sorry. You're fine. Beautiful monorail. Over here's the Galactic Grill. It's a good quick go-to. Can handle a lot of people. There's always a seat, always a table. Up and over. Kind of see what's going on. There in the Finding Nemo submarines. Gosh, when the lagoon is open, this is just one of my favorite places in the park. Beautiful bridge. So all this is the lagoon that's all closed, part of the subs. I'm getting used to it. It'll be nice when it opens.
Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened. Everybody says seatbelt.
Autopia track.
Dad, isn't this side crazier?
It is crazier. I like the other side better.
Yeah, you know, I know.
And there they go. Cool off-road section here. Definitely my favorite section of Autopia. That one main waterfall on Matterhorn has not been functioning for a long time. There it is. The bobsleds. One is okay. It's pretty good. Edelweiss Snacks isn't open yet. But this little strip back here used to be the loading area for the motorboat cruise. It's a great place to come grab a bite.
And then if you want like some more fast rides.
This takes us into the It's a Small World Plaza. Looks like we've got some radio broadcasters here broadcasting away. 98 Rock. I used to be a 98 Rock back in the Baltimore, D.C. area. So all these folks are here broadcasting the Main Street Electrical Parade. And I'm sure also Disneyland Forever. And there's no shortage of microphones. Everybody's recording and streaming. Awesomeness. Here's It's a Small World. Beautiful work of art from Mary Blair and Walt Crump. There's not much to see this way at the moment because Toontown is closed for refurbishment. I'll go over and show you.
Come on, stand up. Stand up.
So you have three things over here. You got Fantasyland Theater, which looks like there's some pop-up social media stuff happening there. And got the train station, Toontown train station. And that will be the entrance to Toontown. You can see that no cement back there. They're working hard. And they're back. It's really been a magical trip, so. There's a lot of people here, there's a lot of families here. It is Disneyland after all. There's the Storybook Land canal boats. Cinderella's castle in the distance. Yes, we do have a Cinderella's castle here at Disneyland. The first Cinderella's castle, we like to say. So we're gonna head out to Frontierland, but here in this little corner of Fantasyland, the Matterhorn Bobsleds are technically in Fantasyland. Small World is as well. We've got the Mad Tea Party. There's a whole corner here that's just all about Alice in Wonderland. Something that's completely unique to Disneyland. There's an Alice in Wonderland dark ride over there. It's really awesome.
Looking for the white rabbit? Well, how proud.
Oh, Mr. Rabbit, wait, please. He went this way. Oh, no, that way.
Play croquet.
Rule 42. The queen always wins.
With their heads!
Really cool. And then we've got the Mad Tea Party here. We've got the Mad Hatter and a bunch of great theming around the corner. Another second hat shop. Over there is Monster the Whale. You ride into his mouth when you go into Storybook Land. Yeah, this corner is a pretty magical, amazing corner of Disneyland. That's why when we talk about Matterhorn, the regulars, they often talk about the Fantasyland track, which is on the right, or the Tomorrowland track, which is on the left. Fantasyland track is always a little smoother, in my opinion, a little more fun. And oh boy, he did not like those monsters. And the Tomorrowland track's a little rougher. Hurts your back. The King and the Queen restrooms here, pretty well used. But there's some benches here you can chill. Forget what a large reservoir of water the Matterhorn has when you take it all around. Almost all the waterfalls are functioning, just one. Over here in these tall leaves, is Pixie Hollow, where Tinkerbell hangs out.
It's relaxing.
Used to be where the Monsanto House of the Future was, but now it's Pixie Hollow. We do some meet and greet with Tinkerbell and her pals. And I haven't seen the light show in this pond in a while. But there's a light show. It should be happening there in that pond. And that water connects over. We're actually walking over it to Snow White's Enchanted Grotto. Some beautiful swans. I love those. Aww, horse has got a front braid. Keep the hair out of your eyes, but still have a nice long mane. I think that's just awesome to see. It's Chief. Chief is riding.
I know, babe.
Oh, wow. They've got two running. Two on the tracks. Hey there, big fella.
Watch out for the...
Oh, okay, thanks. I gotcha. Just took a step through the farm, Maximus. Let's head over to Frontierland. Right up there's the Royal Theater. Hope I'm going to take in a show later today. Styled like a fort. Pioneer Mercantile. The Paymaster is actually an ATM. This is a big pin trading spot for the park. It's pin trading, and you see a lot of the pin trading locals hanging around Frontierland. There's the shooting exposition. Cost you $1. So over there is Rancho de Zocalo, and there's actually a little pass-through to Fantasy Fair. Rancho de Zocalo is a restaurant. And the famous Golden Horseshoe. Walt and Lillian sort of had their big party, kind of dedicated the park in a way before it, big anniversary party, but they dedicated the park in a way before it opened. With a ride on the Mark Twain, which you can load right here. And then this just connects right over to New Orleans Square. The Golden Horseshoe. And there's Mirabelle, which has been a very successful meet and greet, I think. She's a lot of fun to meet and greet. And Encanto's a huge hit. A lot of people have their money on that's where Tarzan's treehouse is headed. Alright folks, so we're going to head into Big Thunder Mountain to close our tour out.
You got it?
And I hope you guys had fun with me today. Thanks so much for joining us.
Partners, for your seat. Remain seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs.
Well, hey guys, thanks so much for joining me today on this tour. I had a really fun time. Hope you did too. We're going to close it out with a ride on Big Thunder Mountain.
This here's the wildest ride in the wilderness.
Wildest ride in the wilderness. dinosaur. And Rainbow Ridge.
You know, Harvey, you're just...
Thanks so much, guys. Have a great day.
Party is coming to an end. Please remain seated until your teacups fill.